Well, hello. This is Carlos, the running jackal, working his way through the swampy area at the back of Mount Douglas. Don't ask me how I managed to get here. Originally, my plan was to go completely the other way. In fact, I was going to do another anti-clockwise run, but I ended up following three guys for a little while, and I said I'll go wherever they're going, and I ended up heading the other way, halfway, heading the other way from my original intention. So now, instead of doing a 1 hour 17 or 1 hour 16, 1 hour 16 out and back, I'm going to be doing about 36 and 36, 1 hour 12. Yeah, I'll be doing about a 36 on the way back, which I'm into now by about a minute, having just had my halfway to my goal. I think I set 1:12, 72 minutes, which is doubled 36. That was my plan, to do a 36-minute out and back, and to start recording on the return. But it ended up, as I say, being re-navigated for me. Eventually I realized that I was either going to be always right behind them or always just in front of them. I didn't really want to have to record my whole show with three other runners. One extra voice would be appreciated. Two people talking is the most natural thing. Otherwise, it's more like a soliloquy. It's an aside to the audience, the conspiratorial soliloquy. Yeah, that came to me the other day. My style of podcasting is a little bit like a soliloquy, an aside to the audience. This is Dan's most favorite swampy area, but this time I'm doing it at the end of my run, not at the beginning. I'm already 3/4 of the way around the base of Mount Doug, having run through the saddle. Got a bit of a later start today because I was listening to Jim's marathon show, his 2 hour and so many minutes show. Well, I'm not sure who was recording what, but it sounded pretty good. There was major wind issues, but I think that might have been on Anthony's recorder. I don't know if he has a windsock on his one. Anyway, 2 hours and whatever is, in my humble opinion, too long for a show of such length. You really have to plan your day around it. Anyway, I shall keep mine 36 minutes. But this morning, we were both woken up, Norma and I, by Endor crying at our door. She wanted some attention. Anyway, Norma went and put her out. But it was like 2:25 in the morning.
Average heart rate 167. Workout average pace 9 minutes 18 seconds per kilometer. Time for hydration.
So that's 40 minutes done of running. Hello. Hi.
Morning.
I'm coming this way too.
Okay.
Hello, doggy. Hi, dog. I'll get by you in a minute. Maybe not. Hello, dog. He just wants to play.
Yeah.
Wait here, dog. Good dog. Stay. No, no, no. Oh, dear. Come back, dog.
Here we come.
Good dog. Yeah, the dog's coming back. An over-attentive dog is not what I need right now. Hopefully, the dog and its owner will go a different way. I've just reached a three-way cross here. There's going to be some traffic noise. Hopefully not too much. Well, the cat, yes. The cat, she puked up a hairball from licking her fur in the winter. She doesn't get brushed as much as in the summer, so she tends to lick a lot of fur, and occasionally she gets distressed. Hello, jogger coming through. Hi. Thank you. She gets distressed and she pukes, but she always picks somewhere easy to clear up. She picked the kitchen floor
Zone 3.
for her little... Hello, dog again. These dogs, I tell you, that wasn't the same dog. The other one was more of a boxer. This is more of a poodle. But they all want to play. Maybe I just look playful. This is one of the last climbs that I do on this side. Zone 4 I just heard over the traffic. Hello, dog. Dog's doing a little spin. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Zone 3.
Now, to get the 36 minutes on the quieter trails, I'm going to continue around Whitaker, hopefully steering away from the traffic. That is about 60 meters to my left today. Zone 3. That's good. So I'm going to be listening for the 1 hour pretty soon. That's 60 minutes. Then I'll have 6 minutes more. I think that's how it works. Because I know I have a total run planned of 1 hour and 12, which is, as I said, 72 minutes. I started the recording at 35 minutes. That's what I have to remember. I pressed record at 35 minutes, hoping that I will get the 70-minute reminder. 1 hour and 10 is what I'm listening for. And that will be...
Time 45 minutes. Distance 4.92 kilometers. Cadence 76. Average heart rate 147. Workout average pace 9 minutes 97 per kilometer.
Yeah, I know how I'm going to do this run. I'll finish it off on Glendenning heading out towards Bow Park. But I'll have a better idea when I get another update. That would have been, I don't know, maybe 50 minutes. Alright, so the next section is quiet. The road has dropped way off to the side. And I can stay a little further away from it because there are optional trails to my right. But what was supposed to be an up-Back in Zone 3 ended up being a loop of the easier trails. Hi.
Hi there.
I've seen him numerous times. Hello. Looks like everybody got Bluetooth earbuds for Christmas this year. But Jim mentioned this in passing on his show, the fact that nowadays with your Bluetooth and your Wi-Fi and your data and all the rest of it, the batteries of the phone don't last very long. On a marathon, you're looking at maybe 5 hours of batteries, and that is when the phone apps work better than the Garmin watches, because I'm not sure if you can deactivate a lot of the features on the Garmin as you can on the phone. And I know the phone has a much larger battery than the Garmin, just because to fit in a watch the battery has to be pretty tiny. I remember the old Garmin 310s. They were sort of a pea green color, and they were the size of almost a small phone, basically strapped to your wrist. A fat phone. Hello. About the size of a standard deck of cards. But they had a lot of neat features that they did away with on the newer models, as far as I can understand. I've never been a Garmin man, but what reminded me of the longevity of the old Garmin was that I used it during a 100-kilometer road run, which took me all the way from the outskirts of Vancouver to past Mission in the interior, all the way to Agassiz, where the jail is, and on to Harrison Hot Springs. I've decided to take a tougher return route because that traffic noise was getting on my nerves. It was too close, man. I guess it is a weekday. Everybody should be back to work. And tell you the truth, I'm trying to spin this run out a little further so I can fill the programming with trail sounds and not traffic sounds. It might run a little bit long, but at this stage I'm about 15 minutes from home, so I just gauge it from that. 15 minutes.
Distance 5.58 kilometers. Cadence 77. Average heart rate 138. Workout average pace 8 minutes 56 seconds per kilometer.
I think that was 50. Could have been 55. Let me check. On a hike section, checking your stats doesn't slow you down very much. Real time it's 10:10 for those who are interested. Yeah, 50. I just heard 50. So I'm going to 72. So 21 more minutes. Trying to get my phone away without losing it down my shirt. Hello. Hiker behind you. This is pretty steep. Yeah. I'll be running later, but I don't run this one anymore.
No.
Save my energy. I think they were Korean, mother and daughter, I would imagine. Yeah, I've confused myself a little bit now with my times. Can't be helped. It is what it is. More hikers up ahead. Oh, I was here yesterday. That's right. This is Norn.
Down like that.
Hello. Yeah, lots of people here. I guess a lot of people are still on holiday from the new year. It's amazing how we organize our lives. I guess that is one of the definitions. Hello, runner coming through. Thank you. One of the definitions of being a civilized human being, and that is the ability to organize your life to suit your lifestyle. We're not slaves, hopefully, to our jobs. We're not slaves to somebody else's schedule necessarily. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close to exiting here, so I will continue with my plan to run on through Glendenning to Bow Park. And when I hear workout finished, I'm pretty sure that I will have 36 minutes. I'm in the main parking lot on Churchill Drive, heading back down towards Whittaker and Glendenning. This section is paved, and the cars that you hear will be brief as I turn right very soon. Runner coming by. Hi. This is the second time today that I have done this loop. It's almost as if I'm starting it again. But I do have two options. One is to bail at what's it called now? Winchester Drive, which is just as I exit Glendenning. The other way would be to just barrel on straight through into Bow Park. So that's 55. 22 minutes to go. at the end of this recording. I think 55 and 5 is 60 and 10 is 15 and then 2. So 17 more minutes of talkie-talkie. That's it. 17 minutes to factor in to this run. At this stage, I will just meditate for a while. Unless something exciting happens, I'll get back to you soon. This is all pretty runnable. And if you follow on the Relive app, you will see that I'm just about to loop myself. In fact, I think I already have overlapped my loop. I guess that'll be the title, overlapping my loop. There's a certain ring to it. Overlapping my loop. I said it twice, so I shouldn't forget it. This is the main drag coming up now. This one says Whitaker, and briefly, and then I'm on Maddock, M-A-D-D-O-C-K, Maddock. I think that was the name of the farmer and his land. For any locals, you will know this is one of the flatter trails. Just a slight rise to the brow of Glendenning and then down. I will hike this. I hiked a fair bit coming in, so by rights I should be able to hike a fair bit going out. There's a party, family grouping. Oh, I see the runners again. Hi, Rob. Hi, Happy New Year. Hello. Wow, that was an 8-person pass. Rob Smith was with that group of 3 that I originally started following. With all that noise, I think I missed an announcement. But I'm pretty sure I'm waiting for the 1 hour and 5.
Zone 4.
Last little climb, you see, zone 4 on a hike means that my heart is working as hard as it would on a run on the flat. Higher than I actually intended. That's better. Zone 3, clearly discernible. Even though I didn't catch up with those 3 guys when I was behind them, I realize now that I did the right thing. Hello. So I got 12 minutes more. Yeah, that's the hour. and I'm in zone 3, heading to the brow of Glendenning. Yeah, I think Winchester sounds more appealing to me right now. The reason I want to head back pretty sharpish
Zone 4.
is because I'm almost at that last stage of applying for my passport, my British passport again, to replace the stolen and the emergency passport. Now I need to find a guarantor, somebody who can vouch for who I am from my photograph, plus somebody who's known me for at least 2 years and not living in my address and not related by marriage to me. So looks like we're going to go with the, what's it called, Edward Jones accountant, our friend Jean-Luc. He is a very successful financial advisor for Edward Jones. He has his own storefront business, a franchise, and he deals with our money. So I'm pretty sure that he won't turn me down if I ask him. The only snag is that he has to have his passport, a valid Canadian or British or whatever passport. It would be convenient if he had a British passport. That would speed things up. But as it is, once I mail this, it'll be about 70 days before I receive my passport. And hopefully by then, I would have received my residence card. And then, finally, I'll be able to come out and visit you all. I can fly again. But it's just, once again, the collateral damage from having been robbed in Lisbon. So before I forget, the episode is going to be overlapping loops. The overlapping loops. I think that's what I agreed on. And I have to remember that the last 45 seconds to look for the outro music. Hello, jogger coming through. Hi. I'll go on to Glendenning. There is talk of snow. Actually, this might be my last long run until the weather clears up a bit. This is the lull before the storm, if I'm not mistaken. All it needs now is the wind to start moving the weather around a bit. And then we'll either get rain or snow. Hello. Yeah, I'm running downhill now, so this is always a nice thing to do near the end of a run, to have a little stretch out. I will be finishing this run
Time 1 hour 5 minutes. Distance 7.3
by myself.
Status 82. Average heart rate 138. Workout average pace 8 minutes 36 seconds per kilometer.
Hello. Hi. So So 1 hour 5, that's 65 minutes total. And I started at the 35, so I've got 30 minutes done. 6 more. We will hear the next 5, I guess. And then I'll have to start rummaging for my outro music. Because the Ice Smooth Run girl is talking to me every 5 minutes. So the last one I'll be listening for will be the 1 hour and 10 minutes. And then it'll say, workout completed. That will happen probably in Bow Park, just before I get to Lambrick and finish the loop, the slightly extended loop. Zone 4. I haven't been paying attention very much to the zones, but they sound just about right. As I was saying earlier, Zone 4 on a high-speed downhill run just turned to Zone 3 was the same as a slow uphill hike. So if you're thinking of cardio fitness, speed is almost irrelevant. I think most people get into trouble when they compete in races with their peers. Running with your peers should be a celebration of your lifestyle choice, not a competition. I guess some people need the motivation of having a race so they can periodize their training. But I posted a link to an article online about some of these high-performance endurance athletes which have a few years of hard training and then they basically fall off the wagon. They can't keep improving and then they break down. Yeah, well, I think that's the competitive edge taken to the extreme. And what they were saying was a lot of those athletes grew up during Lance Armstrong and his claim to fame. The harder you train, the more you win. But he was doping at the time, which means that his body was recovering much quicker from his training damage. These clean athletes have less options because they're now testing ultramarathoners. That was my original cynical interpretation of the sudden disappearance of the luminaries of the sport. But it was not necessarily fear of detection for using illegal substances to enhance their training, but more to do with burning themselves out, I guess. Some sort of immune response, suppression, what have you, from stress. Anyway. I have 2 minutes left to think about saying bye-bye to you. And that will happen probably on the little hill, the ramp, the Bow Park ramp, where I normally record a submission to Kevin and his Extra Mile podcast. I think that is what I will do today, because I still have about another 10 minutes to go before I'm home, and I'm going to be stopping this first recording in about 30 seconds as I start to hike on the Bow Park ramp. So by now I should have found my outro tape, my music, my file of outro music, and you should be listening to it. Bye bye.